They lost Anubis as well, and those are two really good maps for MIBR. They have to try and land on their feet in this series, and again, you know, surprisingly overpass banned in the second phase by Heroic. Maybe not feeling super comfortable with that challenge pick there versus NIP, but they're ready for Train. They're ready to hop into the action. Looking forward to seeing if this can be home turf long term for MIBR.
Yeah, I mean, as well for Heroic, you get to see Grix on a CT side off here on Train. We'll see if Heroic are prepared, obviously, with a brand new lineup, replacing 2 players and a coach. It's a whole change of the system, so let's see if Youngstar can deliver some of that. Tanir gets a spot, top end of that, but Youngstar will look for the duel and settle himself in towards Pop. Tanir wants the long-range fight, but USP no headshot.
Still have to deal with this crossfire now. Dilvaret is also able to spring it out to Youngstar repeats. I didn't expect that. 3 HP, but he goes for the kill, and he's able to deliver it onto Insani. And when you take him down towards Brown Halls, it does kind of open up a lot of space and ideas as to what MIBR are doing. Oftentimes he is that solo lurk in that side of the map, so allows you to really set your focus with the positioning of Tanir over towards that B side for a pretty hefty stack on the A side. A little bit of volley of utility left for MIBR. That's going to be what they have, though, to try and get into the site.
That is a smoke landing top of the yellow train. Is that intended? It looks like it is, as it dribbles down and blocks off Hell. Now Grix on the ankles. Oh, fall back, fade away, while blind. Everything wrong there for Heroic, or rather for MIBR, as Brenna's in last man standing. It's Nilo, who's been the pistol round wizard for this Heroic team, and casts another spell with the triple.
He's just I think he's like a pistol round expert. It's that accuracy, that first bullet accuracy that comes out of Nilo that's so effective, and that always is going to be something that Heroic look to lean on. As you can see, his sharp aim does the job. 3 kills in the pistol for him. And Heroic shut that play down pretty comfortably.
Yeah, Nilo
challenges.
Been a big question mark. You know, obviously the removal of xCloud, he's already been chirping on Twitter, by the way, replying to the Heroic games after they were having some trouble yesterday. But xCloud was playing very well and got replaced by Nilo. So obviously, kind of a lot of pressure onto him, as, you know, Heroic aren't just fighting battles on the Everything app. They actually need to fight battles in the server and back up their big words.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with big talk comes a lot of expectations, a little bit of extra pressure, but that's nothing that Heroic aren't used to.
Yeah, why does he keep posting the defeat graphic more often these days? Admin, get it together.
They did say that Youngstar couldn't play any more Clash Royale if they got eliminated. So
got it.
It's his time to lock in. You're going to take away phone privileges.
Heroic admin sound like my mom, right?
You got to complete the chores here before you have your fun.
MP7 for Youngstar here.
Double SMG hold on this B side. But that MP7 is pretty deadly. Up against Glocks and no armor. They're just not really taking any contact right now.
Laser beam as well. Here we go. Where's that MP7 tripwire? There it is. Perfection.
Okay.
Oh, not quite. A double dink there from exit. Going for the bomb plant. And Tanir will not be able to stop it. So MIBR mission accomplished.
A little bit of extra bread there for the next round here, the next gun round that's going to come through. Only an MP9 dropped over on the side of Heroic. A lot of rifles invested still, so going to have a great buy coming up in the next. Also up against MIBR, the full belt of utility, everything you could ask for in the mix.
Yeah, big time questions for MIBR on this map as well, as they confidently beat Virtus Pro on it back at Fisher, and even got a good T side versus 3D Max earlier on in this tournament, but weren't able to actually commit with the momentum that they gained, because they just handed over just one too many timings to that darn 3D Max team.
Yeah, the availability of 3D Max to get those big multi-kills was a huge bane for MIBR. I mean, you look at some of those late rounds on Train there, the post plants being destroyed by players like Lucky and Exorcise, and now you have to deal with another team with some good firepower. But I think they do have an advantage here in MIBR of maybe Heroic not building up perfect structure yet. I mean, we saw Youngstar in the interview talk a little bit about the challenges of the new team and trying to build things together. You know, that's another kind of addition to how Heroic like to play is when you lose xCloud, it's even more of a rebuild there.
Yeah.
Is that you have to get more and more comfort built together in this roster.
Also just losing a real star fragger, honestly. You know, and kind of having to integrate a new one in the form of Nilo. And so we'll see how he performs. Has already Ivy cleared. It is pop control attempted for MIBR. They're going to extinguish and go. Insani leading with pace, but Tanir trying to deny it all. He picks up the AK and puts it to work with an instant headshot onto Nyx. 3 versus 3 Grix. On the line, delivers on to save. And it is Insani, 1v3. He's made it to the back of the A site, but he's a long way from the bomb and between all 3 players.
Yeah, they're not really giving him leverage in this clutch. See if he can isolate any duels, but Youngstar
I mean, nailed. Youngstar delivers, though. Yet another. Whole bunch of deliveries. Deliver, deliver, deliver. All right, got it out of my system.
Can I drop a K? No, okay. Drop him first.
Able to drop some quick kills right there, despite the flashy opening pick that comes through off the extinguish of the molly, catching them off guard. Tanir, who definitely is looking for an elevation in performance right now. He needs to step up to the plate. A little bit more impact out of him today. Had a tough series versus NIP, and that was a surprise. This is usually a guy that can deliver consistent output for this Heroic camp. Was able to secure his spot on the team.
Which is crazy to think. He was the substitute, but he equips the other players on his roster. Now Nilo, reload, behind a smoke, bold. Nilo in trouble, giving space to the Tech 9, and struggles to find the double as Tanir instead, who needs to find the bomb carrier, and on the move he does. Exit gets sent flying backwards, 2v2.
Both players kind of noted here. Insani with his kill reveals that he's on the other side of the map. Bomb down on the floor here in Ivy. And a chance here, a full minute left to work and try and exploit the gaps in the defense right now. You're going to be guarding that bomb for as long as possible, but can Insani make any big plays, any big splashes with that element of surprise?
I don't think they even realize. Okay, Tanir going back to clear it. Oh, gets the spawn him Insani, but not the kill. Oh, Tanir re-swings. And Superstar Insani put into a puddle. It is Brennison on 9 HP, and Grix knows he's low. Pistols out, and it'll be Tanir to convert with the quad kill. This is levels above his play yesterday.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Taking initiative, forcing these frags, making sure that he doesn't get surprised. His teammates might have, but he's ready, he's prepared, he's giving the game-saving plays, the round-saving plays there for sure. Finds himself another big multi-kill. This is a great start for him.
Yeah, who is dead silent back on... No, back versus NIP. I think really just the whole series was pretty quiet for him. Limited in his multi-kills. Not the typical pure firepower player that we look to see out of Heroic. And, I mean, depending on the result at this event, you know, Rookie of the Year candidate. If everything goes wrong for Falcons, that is. They got a pretty good rookie on their team, I won't lie.
Yeah. We got another pretty flashy player there, that's for sure. Excited to see that right down the line here. But, I mean, as you said, Tanir's been making huge strides throughout this year in just a shocking fashion as well.
Yeah, competition between him and Molodoy for sure. When it comes down to it.
The fact that he's in the mix right now when Heroic kind of had to lean on him as a last-ditch effort in kind of a quick transition period is impressive. And that's the sort of result. He came ready to play in Tier 1 and had to do so on a moment's notice.
Yeah, coming through from the legendary organization known as Gun 5. And now, Linus, in front of A-Main as the smoke breaks, still brings home a kill. Tenier can't get his. Grix, unperturbed though. Open angle in Z, flank developing from Youngstar,
no.
but the jiggle peek gets him from exit. Double swing coming through, he doesn't transfer though. 2 versus 3, nilo though with a chance. They're trying to plant in the open, but he can't get any of the kills. Grix. Wait, but he got him in time. There was no time.
What?
There was no time. Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh, so that's why.
Oh!
So that's why they're planting out in the middle of the open with camera not smoked. Oh.
Yeah, I only heard the round ending right there. I had my head in my hands after that whiff from nilo.
I heard counter-terrorist win. Oh my goodness.
You watch this and you think, oh man, really? That's what...
Nice, Nilo.
I mean,
There you go.
okay. That's back-to-back series that there's been the high five for the.
That's where the communication is missing right there, is in
Yeah.
the high fives.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes when you have a new lineup, you don't quite get the high fives down. Well, Heroic win the round via mind control as they drag Nyx out into the open as he tries to plant the bomb. And just a key error, man. That's devastating.
All redeemed there by just a lifeline there from Grix staying in the mix.
And it's crazy as well because they could have stuck the bomb plant because nilo didn't get any of the kills, but he got off of it.
One of those moments right there where you have to trust your team if there's no other options. In this case, they end up losing the round. Still have a great purchase coming through. It's T-side. They're able to find the entries. They're able to find access here. Can they close out these rounds now off the back of the opening duels that they're providing themselves? That's the difference maker. LNZ getting stuck in again. T-Con being poked and prodded. Nobody home. A lot of brown holes control here now for MIBR. We see this sort of positioning. You think maybe the B side execute is what they have in their mind.
That smoke doesn't really work here. Sonic gets vision. Linus flashed in. Gets a visual on a player outside of T-connector.
Doesn't really reveal a lot of information here. They're still stuck without it right now. Still stuck in the idea that they have to hold off this as a duo on the B side.
Youngstar on a difficult angle. There's no way Insani hits that. Now the nade sails past him though, and Safe gets the op shot. nilo up top on Cloud though, and Insani, is he gonna clear this? He does not. It's a free kill for nilo, but he's not looking at Insani. And so 3 versus 4, more likely to be the save here. As nilo had the chance, the opportunity.
And they've got now deep control here on the B side. They also have a flank. Bruno's got this one wrapped up. So saving might not be so secure either.
Well, let's see if they give a couple kills back. Oh, Insani's already in C. And here's Linus falling back. Here's Brennison, who walked down on the A side. Oh, this is terrible for Heroic. They're about to lose all their guns. Well, Insani won't take any, but Breno's hunting the op at the moment. And Grix will be allowed survival. Okay.
On the board though for MIBR. Good B execute right there. Safe providing the opening pick. A lot of contact taken by Youngstar trying to set up nilo in this position. But Insani with an active move sliding through oil. And making sure to take that B-side security of some deep positioning on that site. That's what you have to do to try and secure those post plants. It becomes very awkward otherwise.
As a brawl for Linus, and he gets caught. Safe was able to cross past the utility and walking through the smoke. It's at Tenier to take the kill onto Safe. And Sani marauding forward, but this is being held by Grix. At least the walkout. He's holding the threat angle, doesn't quite get the shot off. And with Safe down, there's no op to stop Grix.
Oh. So claustrophobic right now. nilo aggressing through Ivy's being watched as well. Nyx is he going to be able to catch this kill. He will.
Ooh.
Absolutely no trouble dealing with nilo on the aggro.
3 versus 4. Youngstar does see the legs though and takes it out from exit. Sends him sliding down the bottom of the ramp and continues to aggress even. Has a belt of utility, but wants to end the round instead. Surely, the penny drops. He walks forward, and it's knife out for Brennison. Bomb dropped. Youngstar gets an AK, drops a smoke behind him, and genius play from Youngstar here as Insani left to try and fight for kills here on the B site where none is given.
He's just trying to secure some positioning. There's a deep push coming through. Tanir cuts off the cross for Nyx. It's Insani solo. Completely alone without bomb control. He's been able to nail another great timing. This time, it's going to be completely nullified.
Yeah, nothing to do here for Insani. That play from Youngstar is everything. I don't even think he wanted the kill on Insani. To be honest, when he's pushing in towards D-spawn at like that point, he's going for the whole darn round.
Yeah, he probably thinks it's going towards that A side, turns the corner, spots the guy with his knife out and the bomb. And that's a happy little surprise right there for Heroic, who coasts through that despite the activity that we see out of Safe early, fighting through T-Con, finding an opening duel. You still see that Tanir's playing confident today, crucially.
Yeah. Like an absolute step up from Tanir throughout. It really is just a different day in the server for this Heroic squad, who were missing their star player throughout that entire series. Really, it was just Grix on the map of Nuke who brought it home. Nilo had some impact there too, and now flashing through the smoke, Insani will get a freebie though, as Linus doesn't check his corners properly. Opening pick. Flying out onto his A side. The real test is now here for Grix, but a fast flank from Tanir. Already inside a pop.
Oh, he's getting out. He's getting stuck in again.
Nilo as well, joining in the party with Grix, but he's dead. Grix needs more. Back of the site. Will he get popped? One bullet remains in the op, but of course it's Tanir stepping up, but Grix misses again. It's down to Youngstar, who's pushed T-Connector again. This one is being held for by Nyx, or was. Past tense. Now exit on the up, and he gets the side swipe onto Youngstar for the second round.
Oh man, a little bit of survival right there. Kicking in for exit in the late round, able to find the op shot, and it comes down to some missed opportunities from Grix. So many shots rattling off from the back of the bomb site, and only one of them connecting on a safe and important frag, but caught a little bit in the chaos. Unable to deliver the kills necessary.
Yeah, just small little overflicks. Tiny little movements that cost Grix that round. And it'll be pop control for the side of Heroic. LNZ to lead. But nothing will be given here by the side of MIBR.
Might boost at this point? No, I mean, gonna fall back a little bit.
Even that's being held by Insani. Double lurk up high.
HE for the smoke there. And Grix trying to find some pop shots. Knows now that there's some players that are pressing the issue here or on the edge of that smoke. They're all converging. This CT side ready to collapse on this setup. Tanir setting up a flashbang.
There it is. They sent scattered. And Safe misses. Now it's up to Nyx. He falls to the scout, and everything in Ivy goes down.
Youngstar as well was able to find a pick there on the B side while this was taking place. So holding his own up against the pressure of this B side, but he's still on his own right now. Surprised not to see any rotates jump over. Ivy called it clear. And there's an open path into this post plant for MIBR right now.
Through upper, and Youngstar sees it and converts the kill. Simple as that. Breno will walk in, take a lot of damage, not have time to pull a molly. Tanir, don't wait for that. And it is 7 rounds now for Heroic confidence here on Train.
A great collapse coming through there. I mean, you can see the whole defense converging in on that location on Ivy, flashbang to trigger the aggression. And all while that's taking place, Youngstar has the B side locked down. Different look here today out of Heroic. All of these key pieces stepping up to the plate. Maybe a couple missed op shots from Grix, sure. But you have your riflers in tip-top shape right now.
Yeah, Youngstar's been a very mobile B anchor as Safe runs out desperately, and blows up. It's going to be a B-rush. Youngstar, spray control, you got it. 3 in a row, make it 4. As Youngstar wears the crown high.
They're not taking his Clash Royale.
Nah.
They aren't taking it, man. What a lockdown hold coming through right there. Knock it down, that first pick from Grix, and then the A1S find these quick headshots, the transfers, and the trades denied. Timeout necessary for MIBR, who get no ground, no traction on that B hit.
Yeah, his King Tower well defended there. Or hold on, there's the Arena Towers. Yeah, it doesn't even take a single point of damage to his Arena Towers there, Mr. Youngstar. Clean victory. No, cold. All right.
You know that one.
I'm down. Okay, yeah. We're done. All right, 8-2 here for Heroic. I mean, insane levels of confidence, especially for Youngstar, who's playing these very difficult anchor roles, but also willing to move around on these plays and be active. I like these kind of anchor players as well.
Tough job when you're playing up against Insani as well consistently on those brown halls. A lot of head-to-head's going to be met there with Youngstar and Insani battling it out. But he's still playing with that confidence. And that activity might be required again. Getting on top of upper right now. He's got a teammate close by with no flashes. Recycled slope might leave him a little bit dead in the water, and Insani will be able to best him this time around.
Yeah, LNZ is over towards Cloud already, though, so power position still available on this B site. LNZ can hold off the entire deep tracks control. Is Insani going to clear it? He looked up towards it, but didn't get it fully. And so now 2 players here for Linus. 1, but not a clean second. Swing from Nilo's good, and Grix also converts. This comes down to safe. Up top, in heaven.
Oh, that's a rough smoke, though.
And he's trying to stop it so he can't get mollied, but it might actually result in his demise instead. Grix trying to clear it, but bomb timer's getting low. Smoke on the bomb already here, and Grix converts. Needs to stop this spam from exit, and Grix continues. Big retake from the upper.
Yeah, there you go. There's a necessary piece of the puzzle stepping up to the plate there. Grix offering up a couple of kills on the retake, providing coverage for his riflers to move on in. We say that Youngstar, you've got Tanier stepping up right now. The riflers finding their success, but when they falter, guess who's available? Oh
my God.
With the fast flicks.
That is an insanely precise shot you have to hit on the oil train. And this is about to be a dominant half from Heroic. MIBR need at least 3 to even make this playable. 10-2, and you're stunned. And they've missed their molly. Oh, they've missed their molly for Brown Hall's control too. Nothing going right here for MIBR.
I guess at least, fortunately, it won't cost them all that much. Might delay this control towards pop that they are taking. LNZ underneath the microscope once again on these A-holds, but with a whole lot of help behind him.
Everyone's missing utility. I think Youngstar missed his deep Brown Hall smoke. And now Brennan's in with the chance. Deep smoke into D-connector. Breno won't be able to convert. It's Grix again. Now 9-1. And just a 2v4, looking like a 10-2 half right here. Tanier stepping up with 15 kills. Youngstar with 14. Big-time halves from the legacy players of Heroic.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon.
Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
I just wanna feel whole again, yeah. When you come around, my heart is bursting out. I don't wanna be strangers in.
Oh, that was so saucy.
So creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
With performances like that, Youngstar might get his phone privileges back. 14 kills in the first half and a strong side for Heroic. They're up 10-2 on Train.
Yeah, not looking back here whatsoever. We saw a very active CT side, great coordination in the holds, and MIBR left rattled with a pistol that's necessary. CT side that has been good in the past, but as we saw from 3D Max, you can't necessarily rely on that every get-go, so a huge comeback effort, and LNZ has snuck his way out of T-Con here. He's quiet about it. Could be an element of surprise. They're looking to crunch through Ivy, but already getting blocked. Oh, this is a big start from Insani.
Oh, but Linus still in the server. Tanir as well. In play. Needs to get the bomb, though. Needs to win a fight versus safe, and he does. Back to the 2 versus 3. And bomb picked up.
Oh.
Linus sees 2 players. Tanir knows where all 3 are. He wins this fight versus exit. There's game to be had.
Mix has got sneaky in towards hell.
Yeah, this is not looking great now. A trifecta of players surrounding. But this plant not meant to be. Nix will walk forward and oh my goodness, almost give up the digits, but it's all good. It's a pistol round for MIBR and they can actually get started on this map.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, again, able to establish a bit of a foothold here on the CT side. Try and get things set up, and Sonny still looking sharp here with the accuracy on the pistol. Able to find himself a nice multi-kill. And a plant crucially denied right there.
God.
Would have thought a box was built right around the bomb plant, but oh, good. Just a P250.
Oh my goodness, here comes the flashbang.
Oh, they're all dodging it. They know this play's coming.
No, save nothing's Ivy right now.
All clear. Get ready towards T-Con. You guys just do your thing.
Ooh, a little graph, bar graph being set up right now.
The Heroic stocks. They're going up.
Nice save. Oh boy, here comes the big time farm or not. No headshots. It's okay. Insani's here. All right, how are they going to find this kill onto Insani? He's just going to get away. Oh, he goes back in and taps out to near. Looking like that's a round over. Exit. Oh, it gets caught by Grix. Oh my goodness. This is getting out of hand, actually. Why? Like, yes, there's a firing squad here for Grix. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. Can't win this. Oh, he's tapped. No way. He's going to get the kill on the Breno. Oh my god.
Ooh.
The most on edge. My god. Anti-eco. All right.
Yeah, Breno almost fallen there as well. I mean, that's an extra 600 for the opera here of Heroic, though, for Grix. And you know, Safe's big game plan was to farm some ecos with that MP9 so that he can get knocked out come the first gun round. That won't be a luxury he can afford. Not able to farm up enough kills. They're going to try and rock with all rifles. A lot of utility to back this one up. Tanir, got to be careful around the edge of that corner, and Sonic going for an opening duel right there, trying to stay active in these fights.
Yeah, MIBR really needing just a jump start here in Cologne. Even on this map, had a chance versus 3D Max, but was washed away in the second half of that game. It's where their CT side wasn't able to deliver. Flashbang up here for Nyx. And it'll just give away that there's 2 players on the B site.
They fall back into a more passive stance here. There's not a lot of information given on the map, so it's going to come down to how well coordinated this defense is in between Nyx and Safe at the moment.
As it's going to be Safe to start. Back of the blue train, gets a second.
Wow.
And Nyx also picking up the slack. And so that leaves Griggs. 1v3, just going to get the bomb plant. Maybe lock in a potential force buy. Smoke deployed, molly to sidewalk. And Griggs will actually buy himself some space to work with. But MIBR not giving him any fights. It's Brennison walking down the ramp at the moment. And reveals his position. Curiously, but eventually we'll find Grix. No clutch effort there. And MIBR keep it rolling.
Hanging in there. A little bit of composure shown out between Safe and Nyx with a very passive stance, but an important multi-kill offered up by Safe, who's had a bit of a tough go of it this map so far on the T side of train, but that multi provides so much leverage there. Nyx still getting his one as well. Enough unity provided right there for MIBR to get that done.
And MIBR making sure that they aren't losing their energy in this game.
And round by round, start to pull things back here. Up against the Tech 9s, they can be deadly.
It's going towards Ivy. With Grix on the scout. I think it's just a typical default with the worst weapons. Flashbang. Oh, and safe tagged. Cannot.
Now.
Yeah. That scout becomes an op.
I don't think twice about that here. Maybe allows for the Tech 9s to scale a little bit closer. Close the distance, force a miss out of Safe, and he might be in the money. Still a smoke toss downrange. They're still holding these passive positions on the CT side once again. And again, we're seeing a little bit of unity in between Safe and Nyx right now. That might be tested. See if there's more utility on this execute this time around. Only really a flash to get them in, no mollies or anything. So pretty similar situation as last round. But a forward angle from Safe could be deadly.
Smoke launched as well for Linus. It's going to be a B-pop. Safe needs to be dropped down from the oil train, and they get space. Youngster also making waves towards Ivy, and Nick struggling, gets found. Safe also misses, but of course Insani needs to bail him out, and he is with two. Oh, but the nade on the Safe, and Insani does drop the bomb planter, but that's an open avenue to defuse. And that is going to go ahead and be MIBR moving up to 6 because Insani is just him.
Yeah, I mean, he remains to be right now here. The engine for this comeback. Another big multi-kill. Able to help out when finally that site does fall. I mean, not a lot offered up by Nyx and Safe, despite a little bit of chaos. And Sonny bails them out. And because of that kill right there, Safe able to provide an extra one. And Sonny having impact in leaps and bounds above his team right now.
Safe was about to be overwhelmed. If Safe falls, then the whole retake is screwed. You get oil train control, and that becomes so difficult. Now instead, it's getting passed out towards the A site. Tanir doing what he normally does. Quick double. Nilo as well. Sidelines Nyx. This round a blowout.
Oh my god, Tanir just elevating right now. Big multi-kill entrance off the back of the HE, blowing open the smoke. High risk maneuver for the first gun round from Heroic, but they pull no punches. Jump up from Safe, just not a connection. Off the money. Gonna have to call this one out. Still have a bit of a lurk here in Nilo as well that you have to worry about.
And about to take away all these guns too. Safe goes down, there's no op for the CT side. Nilo just clearing out B for the moment. And drops down, now seen. And now I think Heroic no.
Hunt is on. LNZ also closing in right now. They want to take these kills. It is difficult though.
Huge shadow advantage as they go in. Another missed shot from Save. Util dump, but then HE will travel and chase him down and exit. His shadow is seen on the entire walls. As he
headlights.
On. God, literally a deer in headlights.
They're giving him up completely right there.
He's not literally a deer, but you know, you get what I'm saying.
He is in headlights, that's for sure. Tanier with the crazy opening picks right there, though. And not a chance for any sort of relief. Heroic smell blood. I mean, with that hunt like that. And they're going to capture all those kills. And now their reward is a very shoddy buy for MIBR to try and live on.
Last time out from JNT. And this is the map pick for MIBR. Obviously, when you lose your home turf of Anubis and bring in a new player, a lot of restructuring. Not all the debuts have gone perfectly, I will say. FlyQuest getting past a real solid team in the form of Bait, that's pretty strong. NIP just qualified to the main stage over 3D Max. And so, now all aboard here.
Out of MIBR now trying to with a point to prove, but so is Heroic. Train might not be it for them, but Nyx has other ideas.
Okay.
Just a free sideline right there, a little bit overlooked towards the upper side. So a 4v5 to open up. A lot of that CT side aggression honestly has been kind of missing from MIBR at the very get-goes in the 5v5s. They haven't been too eager to press the issue.
Not that it's been a problem. They've been able to work without it. This round, it's a nice addition. Here from Nyx, who's been on the more passive side of the play.
Now they get to put even more trust in the crossfires that have held together.
Angle established up Ivy now for Grix. And Nilo staying tucked away in Pop.
I guess they're going to have a hard time holding off against this position.
Yeah, he only has an HE.
Going to be a little bit of contact taken and probably a fall off pretty quickly. We'll see if that draws out anyone else. The rifler still laser focused.
Because he has Insani to back him up. I would do the same, but Insani does go down eventually. Now Exit does bring one home with the 5-7. 2 versus 3. Grix, though, not ready for spawn. Oh my god, he turns. He finds Nyx. 15 seconds, though. Oh, Grix is making the round happen. 10 seconds, though. He needs to pick up the bomb. Nilo will get the kill anyways. And it's Heroic who spin it back. It's Grix and Nilo, the new additions.
Man, what a showcase from those two right there. Having to rip that round on back. Grix again with the quickness and the accuracy on that AWP. Replicating his success from this first half. And able to land these quick scopes effectively. Nilo as well in such a tough spot there, jumping up and finding the kill. I thought Safe could have brought that clutch on home, but he doesn't get a chance to even fire a bullet. And now look at the position. MIBR fighting with MP9s for their life in this map.
Yeah, MP9s is so desperate, and they're not even going to box halls. They're going in towards Ivy. So if any space is taken on the A site, those MP9s do nothing.
Flash is hurt as well, so now Grix up, making sure that they don't take too much space, that they can't turn that corner.
That was like their one pocket play that they had, Cole. They've got 2 flashes and now 1 smoke grenade at a minute 20.
Now they get met by the full execute already here.
Now T-Connector, this is the commitment. And Safe. No good on the scout. They're already in. Once that bomb gets planted, it's 40 seconds until MIBR are taking their headsets off.
Level up on the flank and Pop, being watched now by Tanier.
Oh, or was it? Double swing? Oh, Tanier sees them both. Needs to back away and give them that space. Put them at arm's length, and it's Grix as well with the great shot. Tanier threads one onto Insani. Grix continues rolling these kills off the block here, as now it's just Brennison who falls. Grix with a great map. Heroic, strong performance here on their opponent's pick of Train.
Yeah, the energy seems high right there. Able to systematically shut down MIBR. We know that they've faced so many challenges heading into that offseason here, but definitely
through to the main stage. And Virtus.pro awaits the winner, potentially, of this map. So getting ready to start here on Ancient. MIBR need to break a big loss streak.
Now they got to make something happen here on Ancient, otherwise they will be kissing Cologne goodbye. See if it starts with a pistol. 4 players lined up towards middle, while Heroic are calling in a pretty aggressive B rush right now. It's a perfect situation to deal with Brennison.
Yeah, Brennison dualies here out towards the shelf, and it gets absolutely cleaned by Tenier. Nilo even tucks away towards the door to stop the ramp flank. Molly into cave. Nilo, though, tested versus 3. And, oh, ult on the move from Insani. That works. Retake begins now. Youngstar does get himself in towards cave while Safe activating forward. And Insani, of course, hitting more headshots. There's the triple. Youngstar being difficult to find on the exit. And he does get the headshot, but the defuse is good because Insani is just that guy. Youngstar getting a couple more towards the end, but MIBR with the pistol.
I mean, nicely handled right there. Insani doing it again, man. He's trying to lift this team up. 3 kills on the retake and doing so in a quick fashion. Deadly work from Insani and a great start for him. So obviously, I mean, I think with the change-up in firepower here of a player that's lost in Lukowski, it's even more opportunities for Insani when he already was just, you know, filled with chances on this team to try and open up duels. But the very clear now #1 of this team without any questions, and proving it in that pistol. Oh man, this is aggressive. Tenier looking to show that he's a #1, but gets caught on the timing. HE blows open the smoke, and Safe
He's safe.
able to provide coverage.
They're already in. And Insani gets dipped at that range by Galil. Now it's just Nyx getting taken down by Youngstar. It's the double entry here for Heroic, and they've broken through A.
Still have this lurk as well from LNZ in towards the middle side. Donut control, man, this is such a powerful position. You're looking at the utility left here for MIBR.
There's no kits.
It's missing. There's no kits. There's no smoke.
And a Molly as well.
The smoke picked up on the body.
But is it... Okay, that's going in surely to the bomb. But Safe gets immediately slaughtered there by Grix. That's a FAMAS. And now the flank. And now the round. Everything has gone wrong for MIBR. It can't get any better than this. Bredesen won't be able to run away. The bomb will claim him, if not the Heroic players. Force buy for Heroic.
Ooh, quick right there. Youngstar, again, when you lose a little bit of that entry prowess on one side of the map with Tenier dropping with none, you're able to pick up the pieces. Youngstar with 2 monster entries. Look how quick kill.
That was 2 bullets. He virtually one-tapped him.
Chris with the FAMAS as well. He looks like he has an op in his hands when he's holding that tripwire angle and knocking those kills down with quickness. MIBR stand no chance in recovery of that round and now have to force buy.
Easy mid-control with 2 smokes expended. And Tenier pressuring the B site with this lurk smoke. And it's looking like a one-stop shop for Heroic.
Looking through cave as well while this is all taking place. Gearing up the execute mollies to go towards the entrance of cave. Multiple of them expended. Now the smoke will keep them at bay here. They don't want to challenge through that. So some good deterrence utility here from MIBR to, at least for now, scare off the side of Heroic.
Oh, that nade. Ow. Pressure on a donut, forces a smoke.
Last smoke on the B side, expended towards cave. They actually do have another one in Breno. And I have to get that one down soon. Waiting for the execute to come his way before he tosses it. Waiting for contact. They get his chance to throw that in. They're gambling on the A side, and that's just not going to be the case here. I mean, you understand the call here from MIBR, but Breno with a P250 to defend against a B execute.
I mean, it's not bad getting a smoke in a cave, but they are already all over the B site. And I think the read can be made that, hey, someone's probably inside the smoke, and Nilo's ready for it. And the round falls into place for Heroic. They will hold on to the 5-7s, will MIBR. But that's just another brutal start, man. Actually, it's the worst possible start. Losing the force buy is worse than losing the pistol.
I mean, you also look at the fashion in which that force buy gets ripped away, and you can just see how sharp the mechanics are of Heroic. That's like a quick reminder. It says, hey, Insani, great work on that pistol. Way to land those headshots. We'll send it right back your way.
Yeah, I mean, he was the only person hitting shots there for MI Train, and no one's able to hit that kind of entry that Youngstar just tapped out Insani with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still waiting for that second MIBR player who's going to put up the resistance. Typically, that is Breno. Breno is the guy that is normally called upon to deliver big entries and big clutches. across the board. We're missing that other person to stand alongside Insani.
Yeah, that's exactly who can oftentimes deliver. Breno, I mean, that's part of the role changes that they've shifted up with Nyx in the introduction. Safe now with the chance. Oh man, there's a lot of members though that he has to deal with.
Oh, that's bomb dropped as well, so it's going to call it rotate. But that's also the only MP9. And just at range. Armorless for Breno. And this should be cleared. Nade strikes true.
Oh. Stars. Smell something fishy around the corner there. Prepared, and this is the jiggle as well.
He jumps though. That's 3 players inside a temple. They should not be able to escape this though. But everyone's just kind of whipping. Now the grenades though, and now Linus. Oh, okay. That's the third spray transfer headshot. Don't mind me. It's just exit. 1 versus 3. And this eco looked a little spicy with the young star flubbing his lines a bit, but this one's done. 3-1 for Heroic.
Nice mechanics right there from LNZ. Also a very capable entry prowess there. I think was able to show a lot of that at Fissure and some of those successful situations there for Heroic. He can still provide a lot of entries. He still has that mechanics. Oh, even though he is calling the shots here for this roster. Gets to put him on display here now. Force Buy doesn't, again, give Safe an AWP or anything of that nature. It's rifles towards middle that they're looking to get going here. And Sonny wants to create some leverage. Nyx committed. Nilo through the smoke.
Launching forward, flashbang delivered. Nilo allowed to escape. He keep running. Oh my goodness, he even almost went back like a moth to the flame, but he'll be fine.
Towards this A side here pretty quickly. There's a great molly smoke combo though. Safe. Rotating in time. From CT spawn, able to keep coverage. And Sonny pressing the issue through middle. There's not a lot of control here at all for Heroic to work off of.
But just 1 smoke for exit to hold on to that control for MIBR. He'll drop it in towards the doors once more, and Heroic will be just fine. Letting him have that space. In fact, it gets even better. Tanir tries to walk the smoke, but Nyx does spin around for the kill, so it's into the A side. That's a miss molly. That molly's not intended to land right there, so Safe delivers a kill that stands in the flames and is still, with help from these flashbangs, fighting. It's just a 1v4 for Nilo. And great support of the A site for MIBR.
Anything extra? No. Sonny gonna shut that down. There you go. From Safe, even with the rifle work, able to keep it coverage. Scary situation, but that molly missing does create a lot of room for him to work off of. That crossfire even more foundational. A lot of help here in the quick rotates from MIBR. Secures him a second. So 2 locked in here. Can they continue to keep the round count higher? Up against the AWP now from Grix. T-side hopping. And fast towards middle this time.
Flying forward now, and it's Linus on entry. Nyx down early, sprint forward. Smoke break though for Insani, catching the reload in the open. And it'll be back to the 4-on-4. Exit though swings and takes a young star, but will be quickly traded. A brawl here on Ancient in the first 15 seconds. It's looking like the B site is already the target.
Yeah, it's open for the taking here. They gotta get their utility down first things first, but starting to get those smokes on end for the commitment. And secondary smoke going in towards long. Some smoke spam can come through a molly as well to delay the bomb plant.
Oh, and that molly does it spread enough? I thought they would consider the boost, but instead, it's the B side with cave control as well for Grix.
Yeah, smoke starting to fade here soon. Nilo committed on the site here, not falling. And
risky too.
Let Grix play off the contact with that smoke. He's disrupted.
The molly for Safe as well, but instead it's a flash from Tanir, and Nilo does bring home a headshot. Will fall, and Tanir threads 4 more headshots in and eviscerates MIBR. They're on the floor. It's 4.
Yeah, there you go, man. Tanir able to tear through them right there with those late round kills. Sharp as can be when opportunities present himself. And LNZ creating space in towards middle. Same sort of setup that we saw in the successful round for MIBR is then broken open by LNZ. And sure, the quick trades come through, but Heroic are constantly in a position to react. There's no hesitation in that quick call.
Man. And just Heroic looking incredible out there. I mean, Tanier, again, to step up this entire series just compared to yesterday. Next level. That's the type of stuff we were missing in the matchup versus NIP.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Definitely looking like the player he's been showing throughout this whole year. Nice performance here. HE to blow open the smoke for Insani. He's got the rifle. So he's trying to make something happen with it. Letting that utility fall here, but if he doesn't activate soon, it might be a little too late. The A-smokes are already in.
And there's also a re-smoke for House, but smoke break, and Youngstar caught. Gun on the ground, but an open A site.
Got that donut control as well. Safety for the bomb plant. Full commitment from LNZ. They're going to try and make some quick moves through this smoke here.
Smoke's about to fade. They've already arrived, and Sonny trying to escort in some teammates. And that he has. No one's really watching the choke point either. Tanier now has to hit some headshots, and definitely doing so. All of Insani's teammates have fallen around him. It's just the hero M4 needing to be a superhero, superhuman, but no kit. Insani's kills are good. But what will make this round even possible? Good flashbang, it's just a fake, and Grick swings to cut down Insani, who's non-stop hitting shots, but still not enough for MIBR to pick up the round.
I mean, it's crazy how they managed to avoid his rifle as well for that retake. It's so perfect. They delete all the pistols trying to make moves here. They thread these angles in just so that Insani can't find the quick trades. And even though he's hitting some shots there, it's not going to make any long-term impact. Just a couple extra kills on the board here. Safe with the first op being brought out here in round 8.
Starting over towards A main, though, and away from the action as Heroic not committed, but are looking in towards the B site. Brennan's going to have a smoke force out that falls so short. Oh, Linus is just going to walk forward. Brennan is busy spamming it as well. He gets caught, and the whole round vaporizes with the shots from Linus. There is exit still on the site, but Tanier, of course, is able to blast through, and the round's done. Safe's op never had a play or a say.
Nyx isn't either here, trying to rotate out. Might not even be able to hold on to that op for another go.
Nilo.
Oh, okay. They've got to keep that in his hands for now.
Another challenger. Oh,
goodness.
That's a miss, but Youngstar says, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm not taking that duel again.
Dude, but those entries from Linus, unreal. I mean, you're talking about him, and he's got the mechanics despite calling.
Oh yeah, man.
Everyone has to.
Engine of this T side. Sometimes when it comes to the opening duels, he doesn't shy away from a fight, and you can see he senses the fear right there. And Breno, when he starts to kind of take that contact, gets that smoke down, and it's rushed, right? So it's shallow. And LNZ just capitalizes on that perfectly. Breno completely left confused.
Yeah, and that's just a big mistake. Also, Exit was busy lining up utility for Breno, but didn't realize that the smoke was off the mark. So that potential trade goes to waste. It's 2 individual fights that Linus will give you some tips about.
Definitely teach you some lessons, that's for sure here. Fast towards mid again. Grix this time with the op to lead the charge. And oh, he's through the molly. Able to thread around that corner perfectly. And Sonny's still trading out. Picks up an AK. That's huge.
That might be the better end of the trade, honestly, when Insani has an AK.
Still marauding towards mid, but his focus seems to be set on dealing with Tanier on his lurk. Once you flush him out, sure, that's great. It is going to come down to a situation where Safe has to deliver with the AWP.
Is Insani going to be clearing bucket? Is he going to continue pushing forward? Branazin's going to make the move, but Insani going for the clear with the AK, and it's Tanier who wins it.
Might call the forces back over. A little bit of extra help coming through mid. Now if Exit gets curious, what a scare that could be here with the resources towards middle. Exit able to play through the Molly, though, still collects a back turn and no trade available.
They're still boosting to look into red. And in this meantime, safe. Power angle. In donut. Good flashbang, though. Safe. Neutralized. Now, battle hopping gets destroyed by Linus. He just eats the flashbang, and there's no impact there. Grix holding middle. Bomb to be safely planted, and round over.
And just trying to play that hero right there with the AWP, but Flash is too good. Heroic have that late round utility to nullify the hero op that's in play. And it just comes down to a couple crucial duels there that have to swing in the favor of MIBR, otherwise you're going to be left shadowed. Tanir staying alive on low HP, and then taking care of Asani, who was so diligent about clearing out his position. An incredible frag coming through from Tanir on low health.
Yeah, it's also a great flick from Tanir because he anticipates the crouch peek there as well. There's a lot more that goes into aim than just flicking to the head. You actually have to anticipate how your opponent's going to peek. And when he sees Insani, he immediately flicks downwards and catches Insani because he crouches. That's the kind of aim we're looking for out of Tanir. I've also seen a couple rounds where Insani is aiming purposefully wide in case someone wide swings him and someone swings right into his crosshair and he makes it look easy. It's just about crosshair placement for these players.
Absolutely. The reactions right there. Movement's a big part. And Tanir, with all of those reps here, being boxed into that corner, something he's so familiar with as that B lurking player. So he knows how to deal with all of these different situations. Barrage of utility, and this time mid-control successful. Nyx trying to activate now. Through the shelf side, maybe through a smoke here into cave. That'll be his route.
Yeah, he'll be here to back up that B site because Tanir is always looking for that opener.
Oh, lovely flashbang towards middle. Forces Insani off the line. Now it's going to put extra pressure on Nyx.
Molly, though. Both players forced to evacuate.
Really cave control here, kind of ripped away by force. Sure, there's a lot of utility to keep them at bay.
Oh my goodness. They are stuck in cave between two pools of fire. No leaving this island.
Tanir even keeping them contained with the extra spam. Smoke dispensed here. One Molly left in towards cave, and Heroic showing their direction.
They have burned their mollies, though, so they can't really take cave again. This double setup will be deadly in the late round.
That's why they're shifting their focus towards the ramp side here. Execution, and with the heavy presence in towards cave, it's going to be on Breno again to, try and delay, but I think a smarter move just to fall back.
They'll go up the ramp, and instead it'll be Tanir late lurking through cave. That's a huge kill, though, for Breno to find. Youngstar to plant, but nothing to deny. Still players inside of cave, but Tanir deals with exit, looking for the next. He nearly gets Nyx too. 3-on-4. Youngstar takes to the site, though. Needs this kill, can't get it. And now Nilo reactivating in through cave, while Grix desperately looking for a frag. He gets the collateral! Not quite the double, needs more. Fake on the defuse, it's Nilo instead, who finds the kill on the save. Grix making another play, but Insani finds him through the smoke. It's Nilo now in the clutch, and Insani is so low. The wallbang surely get him off the defuse. He looks for the spam, and Insani gets the kill, but surely no time.
No way.
And indeed, Heroic pull back a 2v4.
Oh man, Nilo and Grix with just the right amount of aggression. A prayer right there. Answered, and Heroic continue their dominance. The perfect amount of pressure applied coming through there from Nilo, and Grix trying to slide around this angle, able to capture some more success, the damage to collateral.
It's the two new guns again. How many 2v4s have we seen from these two? Even back in the NIP game, it was a 2v4 from them to end the map of Nuke. We saw it back on Train, and here it is on Ancient. This duo inseparable.
Yeah, it's a cool little bit of cohesion from two unlikely players joining forces right now. And they play off of each other so comfortably. They understand the positions that they're in these 2v4s, know that they have to pull things back. And they have the confidence to do so. If you're MIBR, you're starting to feel As if nothing's going right. I mean, if you're Insani, you're starting to feel
He almost has...
like there's no help.
I mean, genuinely, he almost has as many kills as the rest of the team combined. It's not like they aren't impactful. But it doesn't matter. Slaughtered in middle again. And the A site is open, broken, and done. Round 11 vaporizes. Brennan's gonna try it. He has to at this point. MIBR running out of chances to even make this half comparable. Smoke break, but Youngstar sideswipes another kill. 2 versus 5, get out of there.
I mean, at this point, denying saves.
Youngstar doesn't care.
Worth the attempt right there. Exit gonna offer up just some consolation prizes at this point, man. Heroic are on a tear.
They're stumbling over each other right now for MIBR in middle. Insani and Nyx have no idea where to go. Complete disrespect of the mid-util, and both players full blind, taking their guns out.
And this time, it's not just LNZ that packs a punch. Nilo standing behind him with the extra setup. Absolutely no chance to survive that round here. Heading into the last round of the half here. Worth a little bit of a hunt if you can get away with it. Throw some bodies at the problem.
Oh, Safe is about to walk into Cave. Or about to be swung by Cave, and he misses. He fires too late, the swing too wide. And the headshot precise from Nilo. That's a sniper gone.
Moving another 10-2 half here. Dominance asserted by Heroic in this series. It's a bounce-back effort. And right now, this team is just firing on all cylinders. Okay, so Exit did hold on to his weapon. But, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter what Heroic are playing up against.
I mean, Safe is just A-anchoring with the off spawn. And now he's going for deep peeks, glass cannon of Nilo. Oh my god.
Oh.
Handles the Prodigy. Superstar on superstar combat, I suppose. And Safe. Oh, goodness. There goes the glass op. And there goes another 10-2 half.
Dang. Man. MIBR have no reaction. No recovery. I mean, they're just able to thwart Insani's insane performance, right? But, I mean, eventually dealing with him in the opening stages, but really limiting him.
I mean, Insani is trying to get into the action, and he's going for round-winning plays off the start.
He's got to put it into a 5v3, it feels like, at the very get-go. Otherwise, you know, it's not much of a chance. And when he does that, and then you see Nilo and Griggs pull back a 2v4,
yep,
your stomach sinks.
For the record, by the way, Insani got a, triple kill in the pistol round? MIBR won the pistol round in this game. I'm trying to remember the other round that they picked up, but...
I can't, to be honest with you.
It's been a pretty big river of tears here for MIBR as their Cologne exit rolled out by Youngstar, just crab walking and slide around the corner as it's a whole flurry of fist bumps for Youngstar and Linus. It's a 10-2 half. And it is smooth sailing for the young guns of Heroic, by the way. The third youngest team here at Cologne, average age of 21. And showing up, the new guns, Nilo and Grix, bringing home to the fourth, but it's Tanir as well stepping up in his own right.
Yeah, I mean, everyone having their impact here, and now they just get to have their opportunity to coast to the finish line. See if a pistol can disrupt. That would mean that MIBR were able to win this. Both pistols converted. Fake on towards that A side, committing the players, but Nilo could play spoiler to this attempt towards B.
They're all coming in through cave, though. One molly lined up for safe. And Jiggle peeked out. Flashbang, though. Team flash. Critically, Nilo out in the open. Problems now for Heroic as Linus needing a couple fast headshots that he can't find. Tanir also falls in middle, and this pistol round is MIBR's.
Yeah, both pistols converted here from MIBR. That's at least a strong suit for them. This time not really helmed by Insani. He doesn't have to do all that much.
Here we go, Griggs. No, he hands his back over to exit. Just saying, you won't peek me. My face when he does.
Surprised. MIBR. Necessary one to get back on track here. They're going to need a whole lot more of that. The timing found here on a bit of an oversight, maybe in the communication there. I think Nilo probably thinking his cave side was safe. But it's a force buy. And Heroic have been so deadly in rounds like these in the past.
And it's going to be fast in through middle, getting close to Donut. While in the meantime, Heroic are swinging at air. There is nobody over towards the B side, but Nilo, 5'7", inside the smoke. Why do I sense something in my bones that could go horribly wrong here for the Brazilians? Nilo delivers the first. It's Insani who goes down. And Exit has the utility to force the fight, and instead he goes for the kill. It's a 5'7" at close range. And there's a knockdown for Nilo. They just keep going right into him. Still bullets remaining. He gets the fourth. He's on for the ace with just the 5'7" inside of red. There's no way this is how Heroic are going to win this series, but here it is. It is 5 kills off the 5'7".
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely called it right there. Nilo's tucked into the corner. The molly flies by him, goes deep, and he makes sure that they pay. Absolute poise from Nilo.
This is just one at a time, and Nilo wins every duel. I mean, Nilo should just be laughing.
That's all you can do at this point, man. For MIBR, it might be an early day. And an early exit here from Cologne. Fighting with Tech 9s for their life from this point forward. And an open A bomb site. Maybe a little bit of relief here as they get in scaled effectively. Safe taking the charge. And there's absolutely no rotation. This is a contact play into a very empty side of the map.
Yeah.
Past his line of sight.
You don't really have the guns to capitalize on this, though. Oh, and, well, hold on. They're both getting into Temple.
Nilo has no idea.
Oh, or does he? Well, there goes the chance for MIBR. There's no trade frag either, but he sees 2 more players push into spawn. The question is, how is Safe going to get this bomb planted? Because now Grix is available inside of the donut. Double swing, or rather just single swing there for Nyx inside of spawn, and this might be done. They're not even going for the plant. They all fall to Heroic. It is series point. They've got like infinite chances to send MIBR out of Cologne, Germany.
Yeah, hello. I mean, it's just Heroic finding themselves with constant success there. I thought Nilo was going to get caught off guard, and I understand the idea from MIBR to try and press the issue. You don't have any utility, you don't have donut control, it's hard to plant the bomb, but they missed their opportunity with how much space was given, never planting the bomb. Smokes lining up here. Fast move from Nyx into an open crosser.
Okay.
Falls and will have themselves another chance at A.
All right. Nyx survives that engagement by some miracle. But here comes a nade to break the CT smoke. Looking for angles through it, but it's not a perfect break, so instead, this gets awkward. They have to filter in through Temple. Not the best place to be. Youngstar might be giving up an AK. But Heroic want to end this game now. There will be no saves. Giving it a go. Flashbang high, but Exit delivers with one. Down to 25. Getting tapped down. And that's MIBR winning this one with Tech 9s.
I mean, huge opportunity, a little bit of a lifeline there. Some other pieces able to step up, and Sonny to close. Getting a very light cheer out of MIBR. Don't want that to be a flash in the pan, but coming down to that duel right there that Nilo can't quite capitalize on, and Exit feasting up with those Tech 9s. Still hanging around here for a little while longer.
Tippy tap. And hey, that's something that they can start with, but there's already a Grix AWP as well. Extinguished there. Nilo keeps pushing forward, but not able to do it. MP9 on the move. Zani handles business, 4v5.
That's a huge opening. Sonny able to find picks towards middle.
Oh, deep B lane control, though, for Heroic ain't bad. Especially as the players are all coming towards the jump up when the T-side smoke is fading. They don't know about this.
The player tucked in right now.
Linus has like 3 players on his screen. He lines up both. Oh, making a third, nearly the 4th Youngstar, though. It's just gonna end it. 2 players, 2 Swedes on the B lane will end it here for Heroic, as MIBR will be sent packing out of IEM Cologne. Elation here for Heroic from yesterday.
Yeah, an absolute elevation from yesterday from every last individual coming through here on Heroic. You